go sound for the team. Royalty sound for the team. Hippie vibing for the team. I need space, girl, I need to get out, yeah. Slow my motions, leaning, I've been out, yeah. Never worry about me, I've been chillin'. Can't do this no more, I'm in my feelings. Can't put your business all out in the open. Can't fix a heart that's already been broken. You changed my ways, I'm already hopeless. I take my time, I figure it out, girl, you know you are.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome to another week of It Is What It Is Radio. I'm your host, Fly T Miles.
I'm your host, Dad God.
And y'all know how we gotta do it before we start this show. Moment of silence for my brother Jamel Raymond Bishop. This is King Porter Forever Friday. Moment of silence, please. Thank you very much. Shout out to the Angels. They busy right now. They at the Project Heat Baltimore audition tonight. So good luck to Nika. Dr. Nicole's already. Oh, you forgot. Yeah, Dr. Nicole was already aboard. You doing too much?
Getting in my way. What I'm trying to do as far as too much is I can't accomplish it right now. It seems like, that time I had to, just get a little selfish.
Yeah, man, you'll be alright. I mean, see, the thing is, I suffer from that too, though. Doing too much.
It is, but it's Dre. Thing I need to know. Okay.
Yeah, I be doing too much, man, myself. So I feel you. I really understand how it be. So, in due time, though, everything will fall into place. It's just that what you gotta do, and what I had to do. You gotta pay more attention to what's the most important. Instead of having your pot in here, your hand in here, see what's the most important,
right?
And do that. That's what I had to do. I was like, damn, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing too much. And then you get to think about, well, I should have had this done by now, I should have had that done. Can't do it because you're doing too much other stuff and you can't concentrate on what you need to concentrate on.
Yes, sir.
So I wanted to ask you, Dave, you're a father. Did you see the video?
Yes, I saw the video.
Your thoughts on this video, sir?
My thoughts, my first reaction was, okay, somebody is disciplining their child.
Right.
Then my second reaction was, she has gone way too far. The reason being, first of all, it was recorded. That's a no-no.
That's the real no-no.
Second of all,
that's the real no-no.
It was in front of the teacher and a few other people, which it shouldn't have been, because when it comes to disciplining your child, I believe, my opinion, which I'm giving right now, you should do it within the realms of you and your child, or you and your household.
So let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
When your kids do something just straight, blatantly disrespectful out in public, you gonna wait till you get home?
It definitely depends on the extent, but I'm not going to go as far as she did.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he was in the first grade. Like, I don't know if anybody saw the teacher's shirt, but I looked at the teacher's shirt. It said first grade. So now I'm definitely like, all right, you definitely tripping. Because now I don't know if everybody know, all the children are taken out of home now.
I heard.
So if that's true, that's just coming from one incident. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't know what else she had going on.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm gonna say this though. See, this new age stuff compared to how it was when I was growing up, my mother really didn't beat me much, but I got my fair share. So like, I had teachers. I had a 5th grade teacher, Mr. Williams, right? They used to have flashbacks of the war. And other than them flashbacks of the war, he used to have a plastic wiffle ball bat.
Right.
He used to hit you with that bat. That's up Madison Square Elementary. When I went to Arlington Elementary, in my younger days, kindergarten, well, first grade to like third grade, then I left and came back fourth. I was going between Madison and Arlington for like 3-4 years. Up there, if you talk in the cafeteria, he lining you up on the wall. He got a ruler. He going down the line. You do that now, somebody going to jail.
Yeah, definitely. Because, I mean, then we didn't think to the extent of molestation and all those type of. To me, that's the devil. They're the devilish things.
Right.
So back then, we didn't know that some of those grown-ups that were also disciplining were also doing some
Other stuff.
exactly what children you should never do.
Yo.
So I believe that's definitely why the rules have gotten more strict as far as can't just anybody just discipline any kid, or you can't even discipline your own kid to that extent. It seems like these days, I mean, you can, but you don't record it.
Yeah, you definitely don't record it.
And to me, you take them to apologize after you have given them, beaten them in the bathroom or something like that. You don't take them outside to the teacher, all that for Instagram and all that. Because at first I was like,
that's what it was for.
At first I was like, okay, old school stuff. But then I had to look at it like it's not for that. Because if that was the case, we would have never knew about it.
True. I would have kept it quiet. I'd have left the camera woman at home. I mean, see, then I'm gonna keep it funky. I hit one of my kids one time, and I cried after I hit him. I ain't even hit him. I shook him. He made me so mad. I shook him up. I can't. But while I was doing it, I was frustrated about some other stuff, and I didn't want to take it out on him. But I felt bad once I put my hands on him. But my kids not. I don't get calls from teachers talking about my kids disrespectful and all of that. I got one call from a homeboy that teach my daughter, and the only thing was he saw my daughter before the class started, and she got to his class late. Yo, tell your daughter she need to tighten up when she come to my class. That's it. I don't get I don't even get no phone calls with my kids cussing.
That's good.
So let me ask you, what do you? So you saying that was too far as far as disciplining?
Yeah,
disciplining him?
yeah. I mean, and also like I'm not a big person for swinging the belt all over a person's body.
Yeah, me.
Like I'm against like slavery fucked me up. So, I mean, like when you whipping more than just my ass, it's like, come on, man. Like you could have hit. Like I'm pretty sure the belt hit his face a few times. Like she was wild, just wailing. Yeah,
she was wild with it. She was wild with it.
I mean, she didn't even really make a point of really getting him a quick little whack. Yeah, and you gotta do that in the bathroom. You got bathrooms for that.
My thing is,
you already pulled them out of the lunch,
right?
So everybody already knows.
Everybody.
So now, like, you gotta deal with the fact that your kid don't even want to go to school no more.
True.
At all. Period. At all. Period. He probably don't even want to walk out the house.
Yeah, and I don't blame him if he feels that way. But so let's say he continues to be disrespectful. Then what? What you think? What can be done?
At this point, that's kind of one of the outcomes that can come out of this.
True.
Because his mother is locked up now.
Yeah, true. Now,
so if he's really a problem child, or he really has a problem, meaning either ADHD or have some type of disorder, now the person that normally know how to deal with that is now incarcerated. And is not going to be able to be in his life no more, possibly. So, therefore, it's a strong possibility he may go back to whatever he did to get that type of reaction out of his mother that day.
I'm going to say this, not to get too much off topic. I done worked I've been in this field since 1995, right? This ADHD, Bipolar, yeah, that's real. But it wasn't no ADHD when I was little.
No, it was hyper.
It was hyper. You're right. He was just hyper. So,
Just hyper.
and our parents disciplined us, and it's like now you can't discipline your children.
Nope.
So it's like you're in a no-win situation, because if your child disrespect you and you discipline them, you going to jail, and your child won't continue to do what they do. So is that the reason why these parents kind of like befriend their children, you think?
Yeah, it got a lot to do with it.
And that's
It got a lot to do with it. I mean, listen, and who has the hand in that? I mean, a lot of people don't even want to believe like it's a entity or something like really made to keep us broken apart.
It is. It's definitely.
And to keep breaking us apart, keep on breaking us down. I'm gonna give you something that made me mad today. I went to order Chinese food from the thing they call #1 Carryout over in West Side Shopping Center, right?
Oh, chicken spot. Yeah, they got the orange chicken.
They got some good Chinese food, though. Right. So I go order what I always get from the China joint, lo mein and shrimp and vegetable. Okay. That's all I order. So
rice without the shrimp.
I'm ordering it, right? And there's two older black women to the right of me, right? Now they ordering, so I wait for them to order, and then I order. Now before I order, one of the women wanted to order extra 4 wings, right? And she ordered the extra 4 wings, and he was like, "You paying cash?" She was like, "No." And her friend pulled out the card. Her friend paid for it.
Don't take cards, did they? Or they did?
Yes, they did.
Okay, all right.
So he swiped the card on. He got the little phone joint. He swiped the card on the phone. Boom, right? Write a ticket up, give it to him. So he take my order. I give him the cash. Boom, I step back. So while I'm stepping back, I'm about to go back to the car. The lady's about to start leaving the counter. But while they leaving the counter, he like, "You still want the 4 wing?" She like, "Yeah, I ordered it." He like, "No, you didn't order no 4 wing. You didn't pay for it." She like, "Yes, I did. Like, I was just right here." So that made me turn around. Oh, you're not like, I've been telling people, I'm done. I'm done with that. Like, I'm in a trashing somebody's spot. Right. Like, y'all not gonna play with us no more. Right. It's simple as that. I'm done with I gotta go get 2 cents out the car. I'm not doing none of that. None of that. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not doing none of that.
Support your black business.
Unless that's the case. Right. Now I run to the car and get it. To try to get this dollar recycled real quick.
I feel you. I'm with you.
If that's not the case, don't ask
with it.
Man, what? You say, "Why I can't slide for what?" All right, give me all my money back then. Give me all my money back. And don't let me see something on the way out the door I can knock over. Yeah. Take that too. Clean that up.
Hey, y'all too out there, man. When y'all go to them gas stations and them Chinese spots and y'all change might be like 5 cents or 3 cents. Take y'all change, man. Yeah. Because they be scooping right up. Nah, I need all mine.
All that.
We need to definitely support each other. But back to what we were saying.
When it comes to the kids and whipping them.
Yeah, I'm an advocate for whip your child ass.
You just don't whip your child ass.
I don't have to though. Like mine don't disrespect me. Or they don't be disrespectful.
I ain't gonna lie, my youngest child, he's very disrespectful.
He is?
He is.
You gotta whip his ass.
I whipped his ass. That's what he told me.
What? That ain't hurt.
No. Shut up, stupid.
You did that, yo.
I whipped his ass for calling me stupid.
Oh, damn. And he just...
He cried.
That's a monster that you gonna have to tame early. Because if you don't, he gonna be something. But, man, I don't know. Like, with that lady, I honestly wonder, like, if she could do it all over again, would she?
No.
You don't think so?
No. Heck no.
Now, if she'd have just beat him, though, if she'd have just... Well, let me change that. In society today, if she would have took him out of the cafeteria, took him to the bathroom, minus the camera and the cussing, and just beat him, it'd have been cool. But by being publicly seen, along with her telling him she want to kill him, oh yeah, she's nasty known now. But in the niggas, you know, she was calling them niggas. She want to
yeah.
kill you. That was anger. She probably don't like your father. I think.
She definitely don't.
I think she don't like the father because she was, you
Something
know,
towards that
nigga.
nature.
It's gonna be me and you, nigga. I was like, whoa, that's a little bit too much.
Hey man, that go back, man. That go back. Like that go back.
Yo,
That go back.
I wish, man, listen. I wish I would do something crazy like call the police on my mother. Oh, man. That shit crazy.
He ain't call the police.
Yeah, he ain't call the police. I know, I'm just saying.
Herself.
Yeah, she caused that herself, but I think she should have just been more smart. If she'd have been a little more smart with it, she'd still have her kids today. Now, I do wonder what else she had going on for them to take her other children away. Like, did she have a crack house or what? I guess we're going to have to find out.
Nah, she whipped her one kid on the camera. That's enough.
You think that's enough for them to take the others?
Yes. When it comes to child protective service,
True. Yeah.
that's enough for them to take all
CPS
of
ain't no
your
joke.
children from you.
When I worked in a group home, they used to be on it, itching. They come, are you okay?
They
Listen.
be ready to take your kid, man.
Yo.
I ain't giving them a reason.
I want some mothers to call up. I'm tempted to, look, I'm about to download a Google number real quick and give it to y'all so y'all can call up here. Or no, just call the show up, 410-702-5657. I want to hear from some mothers. Like, when is it too far? Like, what's the do's and don'ts of disciplining your child, and do y'all discipline?
All the mothers knew that was there, man.
Yeah, I agree with the mothers. I'm still 50-50 on it. I'm going to keep it real. Like, if she'd have cut them cussing words to herself,
Can't put it on camera.
yeah, she should have put on camera too.
You're not
That's what she did it for life.
You're not supposed, and you also
She did it
beating
for
your
life.
child with a weapon.
True. I mean, I'd have gave him just my hand. I'd have gave.
When you put an object in your hand and you hitting a
That's
child,
a weapon.
That's a weapon.
That's a weapon.
When you put an object in your hand, you're hitting anybody. That's a weapon.
True. But why wasn't it a weapon when we was? Well, I don't know about when you was little. Was it a weapon then?
Huh?
It wasn't a weapon when we was little.
It was always.
We had grandma.
Listen.
Yo, I had my grandma. She never do me, but my cousin. Go get a switch. She let you pick. Go get a switch.
It was always a weapon. All right. That's you getting disciplined. I'm gonna tell you why it's always a weapon. All right. Back then, if you would have had a switch against the police, what would have happened to you?
Oh, you got killed.
Right, with a switch. It's just because you got a switch. All right, so it's a weapon. So you feel me? It's just laws when it came to discipline your child. Laws wasn't more as stringent. Like people weren't trying to be in the household and break up the household.
True.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand where those laws really get implemented on and where it really goes down at. You feel me? Most of the CPS taking away the kids, most of that came from the drug trade.
Summer Matthews said she went overboard on camera. The language she used, all of it was too much. I agree. Now, she shouldn't have came with the camera, one, and the language. Like, I'm going to keep it real. When she hitting them, and you little nigga, I should kill. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Like,
man, what you do, Sean?
Maybe he's the least liked child or something. Like, it wasn't just what he did. She mad at the father. She mad at something else.
Mad at something else.
I don't know what.
I was just like, dang.
My man, shout out to Rob Dunston. We go way back about early 80s. He said that's not no weapon. See, Rob come from where I come from. A belt ain't no weapon.
You say, Rob.
I mean, yo.
You can't go whipping your child with a belt on the camera.
Now.
You can whip them with a belt now, but I mean, if they go tell that you whipped them with a belt, then
exactly.
Now you're in trouble. Now, see, what you don't know is the law does say you can give them the hand spanking.
Can you still?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You can still spank the honey with the hand.
Okay, I ain't know that. I'm so happy I don't have that trouble. Okay, we gotta go to a break, y'all. Don't go nowhere. Please like and share the show. We're gonna talk more about this. Don't go nowhere. It is what it is.
Take a minute and listen to this flashback of the Artist Exchange radio show.
Any trouble, because I get into any trouble, but I had a problem that this then became a discussion at that workplace environment. Now, the discussion was I should have been more sensitive. In what way was my first response? And I guess when I had to meet with that said person who had the issue with the person who was said leader of that organization, I said, well, to that person, how would I have known that? Well, you should have asked.
I think so. You want my opinion?
It was a circle, and I was willing to go on that merry-go-round.
You are better than most.
Yeah.
I think that's normal when you're in a group and there's norming. Most of the time when you're in new work environments or you're in a space where you're getting to know people, it's normal now to ask for people's preferred pronouns. You wouldn't have known that.
Normal to who? What is normal?
Well, you work in social... You work
I don't
in social
feel the
innovation
need to give
and
my pronouns, so it's not normal to me.
You don't, but I think, because I feel like the person was probably offended because they felt like you were not honoring whoever they are, right? But you wouldn't have known that.
Still to this moment, I don't know what their pronouns are. So in that
they didn't offer
circle, we still don't know. So I'll go as far as saying I perceived it to be a she.
Perceive them to be a she.
Them.
Yeah.
Her, him, they,
them. It seems like they, them would be the easiest one on this one.
Join us every Monday and Friday at 2 p.m. for the Artist Exchange radio show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
And we're back. We're back.
Got a question for you, Dad.
What's up?
If you, let's say you dealt with a young lady, right?
Right.
Oh no, let me change that.
Good.
No, you dealt with a young lady, and y'all became a family. Would you lay some rules and regulations down on how to discipline how she can discipline your kids? Or would she be able to discipline them as they are hers?
She can discipline them as they are hers, because to me, when two people have a child, it's 50-50.
50-50. Right.
Automatically. Now, extent-wise, that's when if it's some things like if it's some weird things that I gotta hold, what you doing with that?
Right. Say hold.
You can't whip his ass.
You doing with that heel, girl?
Yeah, exactly. You can't whip his ass. What you hold? Why you throwing that at him? Like, why you like? Nah, you can't. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, if it's like, cause certain type of ass whippers come with certain type of age.
Right.
Know what I mean?
Right.
Now you gotta be a certain type of age to catch a certain type of ass whip. You know what I'm saying? So in your younger days, it should be the hand.
Damn, so what is gonna be your
listen, once you get about possibly about a male anyway, around 9 and 11.
Man.
Once you get around that age, either a belt or, you feel me, something to put a little sting on it is appropriate.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? Now, once you get around 15, 16, as a young man.
That's when the weapons come out?
No weapons. You gotta catch a little bit of these hands. Nothing to your face. Couple little body. No man joints.
Okay.
No man joints, but you ready to catch these old teenage joints I got for you. Some teenage power. I ain't gonna hit you with no man power.
Right.
I'm gonna sting you up a little bit, let you know, like, boy, I see you getting big, but boy, I'm still your pops.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
I feel you.
And after that is, you feel me? You're a man now. Once you're 18, boy, you try, boy, out. Now, hey, I ain't gonna kill you, but if your shit broke, hey.
You see, if your shit broke,
call your mother down here. I told you stop playing with me.
When I was younger, my brother Porter father used to, man. Yeah, I used to get beatings for I don't know. I thought I was getting beaten for breathing, yo. Y'all used to just beat me for like no reason. One time, it was crazy, yo. I never forget. My father took me to a basketball game. My father brought me in. So I come in the house, go through the door. He gonna ask me where I was at. I tell him I was with my father. I was like 10. So my mother said, yeah, he was with his father. So Ron, I don't know what happened. My father I left something in the car, so he knocked on the door. Long story short, my father beat my stepfather up, but I really couldn't see it.
Right.
But my stepfather used to beat me up and right like, all right, growing up, like after that I got over that. I was a one-on-one, I never forget. I had a kid on my caseload named Jeffrey Osborne. I was taking him to the main library. But before all this, I had my stepfather on my mind for some reason. Take him to the main library, we hop on the elevator, go up. Ding. Doors open. Who the fuck I see? I ain't seen this man in over 15 years.
He right there.
Him. Say, you know what? I speak. So he looking at me. Like, well, you don't know who I am? The stepson, Tyree, Pat's son. So he look. I say, man, my little brother, I said, your son really wants to see you. So then I said, I had some things to say to him, but I ain't say nothing because there wasn't the time. Long story short, I go see my brother, go pick Porter up, take him back to see his father. Like once I got off work, you know, he ain't even know who my brother was. My brother had to pull his license out, right? So we, you know, after that we riding back home. My brother, he a bitch. He is a bitch. Whatever, fuck him. Blah blah blah. Boom. I ain't running to my stepfather again until I lost my son. I lost my son December 12th, 2016. Leaving the hospital, leaving university, I seen my stepfather again. Mind, I still got this shit on my mind from what he used to do. Wasn't the right time. I ain't see him again till my brother died. We pushed my brother's funeral back because Joe couldn't make the funeral. So we had to push it back another day. His coon self ain't even come that day, so that's a whole nother story. But James Bishop, whenever I see you, we gotta talk, yo. Seriously. We gonna talk, but yo, like, that abuse I got from yo, it kind of like, I was angry for a while. So, with that being said, and I think about that kid, that's public humiliation.
Yeah.
So now he might not even want to go to school no more.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, I know. So, it comes full circle, but man, still beat your kids, but just leave the cuss words in the camera out. That's what I say. We need to bring that. I think we need to bring that back. There's too many parents that are friends with their kids. Like, do your kids call you by your first name? Mm-hmm. Right. They don't call you by your first name, right?
No.
Right.
Hell
you got
no.
some people that say, hey, that Mike or little man, and they calling their father that.
No.
No. I think we got to get back to old school parenting.
I'm like, in the household they call me a white dad because I really don't
yell at your kids, dude.
Yeah, I do yell at them.
That's it.
Yeah.
They call me white dad.
My sons don't like the times I had to really discipline them. Mm-hmm. They like, all right, I knew like how far I can kind of take it with my father for real. Like I know what's gonna really make them whip my ass. You feel what I'm saying? Definitely with the oldest. Mm-hmm. The youngest, he gonna try me, but right now he got this thing where he be like, I didn't do nothing. Like that's it. Like after he do something, I didn't do nothing. Like all right, so now you know that you did something. So you tell me you didn't do anything. Okay, I'm gonna let you have that. You 4 right now. I'm gonna let you have that. The very first time I had to really like give him a little whooping recently. What he did? I ain't gonna lie, he is a character. Like,
I see.
He's a character, man. Like he is something to deal with.
I see.
I'm not gonna lie. My 4-year-old son is something to deal with.
Right.
He has his own mind. I knew that when he came out.
Right.
When he came out, it was the 2015, and it was the first day when the basketball season started. He came out. He didn't cry. He looked just like that.
Dang.
He looked how your eyebrows and Facebook now. He looked just like that.
For real?
Yep, I'm holding him like this. He just watching basketball with me like this. I swear to you.
Yeah.
Since then I knew like something up with him.
Something
Something with
special.
him. He's special. Boom, I bring him home. I always call him adorable and everything. He's not a people person. Like he's not a.
What's your sign?
Scorpio, I believe.
November, December.
November. No, I'm sorry. No. October. What's that?
Libra. He wanted me. What is his birthday?
No, October the 29th.
He's a Scorpio.
Yeah, he's a Scorpio.
Okay.
He's a Scorpio.
So he might be a little selfish.
Yeah.
Coming up.
What?
See, I called.
A little.
I dealt with itself. My first baby mother was a Scorpio.
A little not it. Like I'm talking about this boy. Terrible. Like it'd be like it's a surprise when he dap people up or if he speak to somebody.
For real?
Man, what?
I'm gonna say this too, not to get off track, but Scorpios, y'all are selfish, and y'all definitely not nasty. Cause sex with my first baby mother was boring. Yes, it was. I don't know where that nasty stuff comes from.
Petty.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it was petty. But wait, I'm sorry.
Boring. Yeah.
It was boring.
That hurt.
It was boring. Sex was boring.
But yeah, like he's a character. I mean, they don't really like they don't do the extreme. Like I don't have to worry about him being super disrespectful to you because he's probably not even gonna talk to you.
Damn. Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? So it's not something I had to like
Right.
worry about him cussing at you or something like that. He's not that type. He know cussing is bad and stuff like that. Like he know it's just that like he definitely can be rude. That's automatic. He be, hey Austin, what's up with you, yo? Hey, how you feeling, bro? How you feeling, little bro?
He just looking.
Or he might tell you this. I don't want to talk to you. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. Listen, his grandmother and his aunt called him. They called him. Austin, we want to come chill with you. Come. Guess what he say? I'm tired. I'm about to go to sleep.
You about to go to sleep? Oh,
listen,
young man trapped with an old soul, huh?
What? Right now, he still have a little problem talking, but when he was real little, and he used to try to say anything, but that's what it sounded like. So I used to tell people, like, it's not that he doesn't know how to talk, it's that he know too many words. Like, he's that receptive and like this is the same. One day we watching basketball. He like 5 months. He got his pacifier in his mouth, right? I'm eating some chips. The bag on the ground, right? The bag on the floor. So I'm reaching down, eating the chips. We watching basketball. So he keeps spitting his pacifier, but it's landing in my lap, right? I'm like, why you keep spitting it out? He not crying or nothing. Don't want a bottle of milk or nothing. Like, why the fuck he keep spitting it out? So now I'm sitting here, I'm like, I know he not trying to spit his pacifier into the chip bag. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, paying attention now. So I'm watching. I keep grabbing his pacifier, giving it back to him. He keeps spitting it out. So finally, he heard rattle in the chip bag. Now he just sitting there like, I know this nigga about to grab that pacifier. Now I know it got that flavor on there.
Yeah.
That's what he wanted the whole time.
Yeah. That's funny.
I grabbed the pacifier, right? I'm like, you want this pacifier, don't you? I said, that's why I call you an alien, because I always call him an alien baby. He always did weird stuff, though I can tell he was a little bit faster than what he, like, at his age. Like, he could comprehend a lot of stuff at a young age. So, while I'm calling him the alien baby, he not trying to take the pacifier now. So, I'm like, you know I'm, he too smart. I'm not gonna lie. Like my son, another thing, when he was little, he used to have his hands like this all the time. To where though, if somebody gave him a nickname, you should call him Four, right? So we thought something was wrong. So we like, something might be wrong with our baby. So boom, we take him to go get evaluated. That's what he do.
What?
He interacting with the
doctor.
Yes, he grabbing stuff like this.
Yeah.
Looking at us, like really looking at us though while he doing stuff. Everything we say he couldn't do, he wasn't doing, he was doing.
It's short. Look, I could do this.
I say,
shout out to Austin, man.
Man, Austin. You know what I want to tell you right now.
Austin, keep doing what you're doing. You driving, you got him thinking. You got him against the ropes.
Man, I don't know what I'm going to do with him. Lil Devin, that's my angel.
Yeah.
That's my angel. But the only thing I watched with Lil Devin, at a very young age, he gave himself the name Sugar Mac.
Oh, man, ladies, man. He gave himself the name?
He gave himself that name.
Oh,
at about the age of like 3 or 4, I believe.
Little heartbreaker.
He dangerous. He dangerous. When it comes to that lane, I gotta watch. Reason I know that one of my homeboys in the what? Yes, boy, I chill with my man any day. I say, yo, you know what? Yo, you know what, yo?
Yo, God.
I say, you know what? You ain't chill. It was, matter of fact, it was his coach. That's his man, too. That's his man. My man Justin. Shout out my man Justin, man.
Justin.
My man definitely told me, yeah, man, what? Yes, up, boy? You don't know? I say, the great thing I do know, but it's like I gotta treat him like a girl.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, that's how I'm treating Lil Devin.
So, are you ready for them phone calls if you ever get?
No, I'm not. I'll just tell you, I'm gonna be worse than his mother.
Yeah.
I catch you yet? What? Ooh, I'm going crazy. Yeah.
Yo, you
I ain't
gonna
gonna
child and cry too.
Who, me?
Cry. I cry. I'm keep phone. Camera, now it's up. Boy. That. Why you make me do this to you? Why? I'm keeping it real, but I don't know. Yo, like it's 2 ages, 13 and 17, where boys seem to.
And you gotta put that moment in their life.
Yeah.
As their father, you have to.
And what's funny, I think about like when I was growing up, I moved with my father 6. Remember Boys in the Hood? When Trey went to move with his father? That was me.
That was you.
My mother took me to my father, 6th grade. Well, summer 5th grade, going into 6th grade. And like when yo sat Trey down, your son, you're going to do your chores. My father did the same thing. And what was crazy, I just think my father was nagging growing up. Like, damn, why you always on my back? But as I got older, I was like, damn, that's what he meant. But when I turned 17, it was like I was just butting heads with my father. But it was me selling drugs. He found guns in the house, bullets, all that con. You haven't said, we ain't never had that sex talk really.
Right.
If you're having sex and everything, yeah, Dad. Like, I was rebellious. Now I think about it for no reason. My father ain't do nothing to me. It just was me. Like, yo, I don't even know why I put him through it. But
damn, see, that's crazy. I always wanted to I did live with my father for a short, brief time. And it was cool, but my father was always kind of like the busy type. You feel me? Like, and I'm more so like I was always, like I tell people, that's what I always needed.
yeah,
That's what I know I needed. That's what I know I wanted.
yeah.
When we come right back, I'm gonna get a little bit deeper.
We'll get a little deeper when we get back. Thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate you. Please like and share the show. We just trying to get these views up.
It is what it is.
Keep giving y'all the good content. It is what it is, radio.
We'll be right back.
Red Cup Boy.
Like the one thing you always gotta remember is people gonna try to project their insecurities onto you. But you can't listen to what them niggas saying. You gotta get out here and do your shit regardless. You gonna do what you love for the rest of your life anyway. So why not turn that shit into something? Be a man of everything you say. This shit bigger than me, man. Like, yeah, I'm good and all that, but you know what I mean? I ain't shit without y'all. So no matter what you up, you gotta go hard. Don't let it. Can you imagine how I really having nothing is? Stomach growling, you ain't got no food in the fridge. Surviving on a jail diet of water and bread. No father figure, that's cause my father did. Mom's bringing different niggas in and out the crib. No money, so you seen it's less than all your friends. But it a joke because your mother was a crackhead. Older sister hoeing off, giving all her homies head. I could wait for your response, but they let her hear me talk, so I just wait for the applause. I always knew that I was great, I got them haters so appalled. I'ma make it out the darkness, and my word is my bond. Delivering these bars while I'm gripping on my balls. Jealous niggas hate to see you succeed, so fuck them all. I'm the master of my destiny, nigga, you not in charge. You either on your grind or in the way, so get lost. Be a man of everything you say you stand for. Lead your people by example, being hands-on. If you're back against the wall, then get your mask on. Fix your vision on the future like it's fast forward. The world is yours in due time, ain't gotta ask for it. I'm from the school of hard knocks, I took a crash course. Shit be stressful, my nigga, that's why I'm getting high. But that's life, and it's the code that I live by. And you know how it is, where we at, nigga. They say money can't buy happiness, but I be happy as a bitch when I can have dinner. Learn from your losses or you end up like the last nigga. I fall off, I bounce back, I really come from the dirt. But if you wanna make it happen, gotta put in the work. The word will kick you when you down, and I know this shit hurt. And it's crazy cause your family, your shit on you first. My sister stabbed me in my chest, I had a hole in my shirt. I never said a prayer for her on my way to the
Exposed Radio.
Well, if you made them, take care of them.
Yeah, that's
period.
Real. Right. That's the real deal.
It's period.
Right. And all that old money shouldn't go toward this, money should go to. If the child is with one of the parents 24/7, 7 days a week, you don't even come get your child every day. You come get your child once a month maybe, or once every 3 months.
Right.
You cannot dictate where that money goes, especially if the child ain't calling you about nothing. Now, if the child calling you every week, then you can question about where the child support is going. But if every time you pick up the child, they look nice, they ain't complaining about nothing, why are you worrying about where the money go at?
It is what it is. Radio show.
First they love you, then desert you. Leave with a plate full with no spoon. Ain't no space, I can't escape negativity. I got used to the taste. I've been bad, burned, then fucked over. But remain strong through the past over. Kicking haters out of the way like masked over. Roll up, sip something, let it pass over. Who would I be? It ain't the man to me to let the next man take advantage of me. When that storm come, no pen I see. Get with it, not without it, then you'll see. I peep the haters, they know I'm greater. That's why they buzzing for the elevator. But I can't save you, the weed too loud on the pedal stool. Don't carry fakers, always got your hand out demanding favors. When I just looked out, now you need more paper. I can't breathe, give me 3 feet. I never let y'all be the death of me. When my patients run that, yeah, nigga OT. Cause they wanna see me down like I'm an NCT. 6 words, get the fuck away from me. Say I help you out if you can help yourself. I keep it G till I DIE. Now excuse me while I get back to PC. HOP ain't music sleep. While your third eye always on me. I'm stacking green just to feed the team. My boo, she know that I'm king with chasing my dream. These niggas it seems I rip them, trash them, then put on new jeans. Man, see the problem is, man, you know, I keep it 100, man. Yeah, man, like if I got it, then you got it. Yeah, man, but if I don't got it, then I'ma give it. You feel me? But I definitely got you through the ride, man. Let's get it, yo.
I'm really getting tired of ungrateful ass niggas. They really about to turn me to a
Thought you gonna have my money today.
Man, it is what it is.
Then last week you told me your wife was cooking.
Man, it is what it is.
Then again, I don't think I want your wife cooking because you don't like it.
Well, it is what it is.
This Fly T Miles, also known as Tyree Miles, and Mr. Miles the writer.
Hip Hop K. Check us out every Friday on Be Exposed Radio. It is what it is, 9/11.
Are they ready to? I know they're not ready to accept it, but yeah, exactly. That's my whole thing. Like, how many of them are really ready to think about it like that?
None.
You know, like
I think the problem is like even I don't even know how we got here, but it's inbred.
Mm-hmm.
You're not born to hate people. You're not born to distinguish between black and white and Asian and Hispanic. That's something that you're taught. You're taught. Point blank, period.
Straight up.
My daughter came home and told me that her white teacher was black. Maybe it's because it's how she treated her. She don't see any color. But when it comes to all her friends, all her friends are mixed. All of her friends have a white parent, black, African, Hispanic, other parent.
So
children don't see color. You breed your children. Not breed.
Right.
You raise your children to see that.
Yeah, most definitely.
They don't see racism.
Well, I guess
I met a little girl who had a black doll, and she said because the black dolls are prettier than the white dolls. But then I've taken a black doll and a white doll and put it in front of two kids. And it's a study that they've done before. You put it in front of two kids, and you put it in front of a kid, and you ask them, which one is the nice one?
Man, it is what it is. Man, it is what it is. Well, it is what it is.
This Fly T Miles, also known as Tyree Miles, and Mr. Miles the writer.
Hip Hop K. Check us out every Friday on Be Exposed Radio at 9 a.m.
White keys only have this bitch jumping.
Okay. If I sit around, hold up. Look. If I sit around, hold up.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
And we back. We are back.
Yes,
and that was just we back. We got Mr. Klass.
We got Mr. Klass in the building.
Man,
I apologize
for the lateness, man. It's been a busy day. Still feeling a little under the weather, but hey, I had to make sure I'm here for the fellas, man. I had to make sure we're here to rep.
Appreciate it, man. We appreciate the company from you brothers, man.
Yes,
but,
indeed.
My pleasure. I was getting into a little bit of the importance of kind of like a father and a son. You know what I'm saying? And I was explaining how I was a pupil, a straight pupil when I was younger. Like, if you was like, Devin, you can climb this wall, and if you go and train me right to climb that wall, I'm up that wall, man. I'm up that wall. I'm talking about up it, over it, through it, possibly. Like, I was that type of child. You feel what I'm saying? And I had crazy determination. I just needed that coach or that teacher or that, you feel me?
Guidance, right?
Yeah, to push me into one direction, lead me there, and watch what I do. That's the type of mind frame I had. Now, once I started to notice, like, I gotta build my own shit, I'm like, damn, like,
right.
You feel me? It's
hard out here.
This is real. This is real. You gotta make yourself out here, bro. Ain't nobody gonna help you make you.
No,
and that's the importance of parents. And that's the importance of the father and the son.
Yes.
It is a molding process. No, you are not making that person the person you want them to be. You are helping them to be the best person they can be.
Right.
At all times, at every given moment, at anything they trying to do. You feel what I'm saying? Like one thing my father did do was he made sure I was good with my grades. He was a stickler for that. He used to tell me when I was younger, like when I first started out, probably like kindergarten, he used to tell me like, yeah, when I was in school, I used to have these type of grades, great grades, boom, boom, boom. So I'm a competitor, like I'm a Capricorn too. So I'm like, you feel me? So out the muscle, I'm like, shit, you ain't saying nothing. So kindergarten, I started like that's why we trying to tell my son like my shit was ill. I'm talking about like it wasn't. I was on a high honor roll from kindergarten to 8th grade. You feel me?
See, I was the complete opposite. I honestly took school for a joke, but I took it seriously at the same time, and it was just like my jokes didn't really start until because I basically moved every year. Every year I was at a different school. I was in a different area, a different location. You would think I was a military brat, but it was just my mom just was always hustling to try to make a better life for us. So at one point we had moved out to York, PA. And it was because my stepdad had got a marvelous job out there. As soon as we moved out there, I swear it was about 20 minutes. She came in the room and said, stepfather got fired. Damn. So, and immediately he went back to Baltimore and kept his job there. My mom, she never transferred over. So she brought me out there and she didn't want to move everything back. So I was basically on my own. So I took it as oh, I'm out here on my own, or I can do what I want. But I made sure that my grades were straight. But what happened was I went out there and I had a low self-esteem.
Okay.
Because I went out there and I tried out for the basketball team, and everybody, all my gym teachers, my teachers, oh man, oh yeah, you gonna make it. But the kids, they kept it real. They said, you ain't gonna make it, brother. Because I'm telling you, he already got his team set. He got a bunch of good other boys that's on the team or whatever, and he got his team set. I said, man, I went in there, I killed him, I didn't make the team, and after that, I didn't have nobody to boost my morale back up. So I took it as, I don't care about nothing, I'm not doing nothing, and their grade level was actually, I was actually on an 8th grade level, but they were on working on 11th and 12th grade level. So I went out there and I was lost.
Okay.
And I had no help, and I couldn't go for tutoring. And then I would come home, nobody was there. So I was just like, all right, okay, I'm gonna do what I want. Oh well, people fail all the time. And after a while, they figured me out, and then they tried to put me in remedial stuff. And I was like, yo, they got these people thinking I'm really slow, like in real life. So then by 4th quarter, I was like, okay, they really think I'm dumb. All right, now let me show them how smart I really am. But by that time, it was too late.
Right.
So then once I came back to Baltimore, then it was just like, I came in and I made all straight A's, and they was just like, oh wow, yeah, you're excellent. Everybody copying off my paper. I'm looking at, like, man, it's easy. Taking this and doing this. So then I actually took that and I flipped that, because I have 3 girls. And all 3 of my girls, well, my baby, she's just in school, but both of my girls, they're on the honor roll. And I make sure that I tell them, hey, your father was a dummy. Your father took school for a joke. I passed by the hairs of my chinny chin chin, and I tried to make the best out of actually nothing. So anything that may seem smaller to the kids, you have to be able to boost that morale up, because they're not getting that.
Right.
And that's the problem with society nowadays, is when you're not getting that morale and you're not getting that boost at home, you seek it elsewhere.
Exactly.
So then that's when you start leading to the streets, and that's when your daughter start leading to the other guys that's out in the street. Oh, they're praising and doing everything I am. Well, I'm gonna be half naked. I'm gonna do this, that, and the third. So I make sure I praise my kids for each and everything, whether it be little, big, small, greater. If it's small to them, it's gigantic to me.
That's
and
right.
every event that they have, they're in Atlanta, I make sure that I fly out, I drive out, I catch the bus out, I do whatever I need to do to make sure I'm there for my kids, because I know what it feels like to feel like you're alone and you try to subside it and bury things on the inside. To try to, make yourself feel better. But us as fathers, that's why it's a great importance for us men to be a part of every children's life. Even if it's a dude that's out here on the street and I see him, hey, what's up? How you doing? Good to see you, man. Hey, you got a job interview today? Hey, good luck on that, man. I'm gonna call you later. Tell me how it went. And I make sure that because you get that just in a greeting, because I also work in the school system, and I make sure that I greet all of the kids. Hey, how you doing today, King? Oh, today ain't a good day. Well, how we gonna make it a better day?
Right.
Oh, I'm gonna be better, Mr. Elwood. I'm gonna be better. I got you. And then by the end of that day, they whole morale done changed. They done turned everything around, and now the next day they're super excited to tell you, hey, I finished off good. Hey, Mr. Elwood, I started off good today. I'm good.
Right.
So you have to make sure you give them that type of encouragement each and every day, because that boosts them up to big other people up. So then that way they don't have to become a follower. They'll start to branch off on their own and become the leader that God actually instilled us to actually be who we are in life. Because at the end of the day, we're all kings and queens, and we have to be treated as such.
Exactly.
Indeed.
You're right.
Indeed, man.
You're right. I got a question for you guys. Why do y'all think these children today are so disrespectful? We go around the room.
Yeah, let's
start with Dr. White. What you think? Because I met Dr. White at a graduation, actually, but he was in the trenches. I will say that. So, what you think?
I think it really all starts with how they view their authority figures in the house.
Yeah.
So I'm a firm believer in if you don't respect your dad, then you won't have a lot of respect for male authorities.
Right.
And the same thing with mother. If you don't respect your mother, then you won't respect female authorities.
Right.
So, and taking all into account, unfortunately, the houses are divided, right? So dad is living over here, mom is over here.
Right.
So the young man, the young king, as you would say, he usurps a certain level of authority, right? Naturally.
Right.
So it's a button of heads as he gets older with mom, right? Because I'm the man of the house. And sometimes our sisters mistakenly put that crown on their sons too early.
Yes.
Right?
I agree.
And the friendship and parental level, there's a major compromise. I heard y'all talking about that earlier. When you're a parent, you're a parent. When you're a friend, it's going to create a very, very uncomfortable situation because as a parent, you can't balance that after they get to a certain age.
Yeah, right.
When you raise them up as a friend and then try to correct them, it's going to be some disrespect there.
Right.
Because I don't even view you as a parent anymore.
Yeah.
I view you as my equal.
Right.
Yeah, so I think it really starts from that.
Definitely do.
Powerful. I believe so myself.
He touched on a lot of it right there.
Yeah,
straight up.
pretty much.
If you come up, like you gotta have some type of authority as a parent.
Right.
To me, if not, then you just lead them into a lost cause. Like I was just prime example. I was just down Lexington Market.
Hey, that video was
You seen that video?
He said, what you say? I'm just walking by the people that's yelling, but they yelling get me high. I ain't
even take a drug. I swear to God, you can walk down Lexington Market right now.
Yeah.
By the time you reach, if you start at what's that? You start at one and end at the other. Just know you gonna be high on what? Just off how many drugs you gonna try to get.
What'd you say?
Clonopin, Cinepin, Clonopins, everything, boots, bars, Viagra. Like boy, it's down there. You heard me? Somebody said footballs. I was like, oh, what they got NFL? This motherfucker. What's that? What's that? God damn.
I watched that whole video.
But the other part of my video, right, what I was getting at was, you do see the part where I was on Howard Street, and what I said about Howard.
What you spent
I was
around?
it's different.
Yeah, it's definitely empty now.
Abandoned.
Yeah.
When I used to get out of school at 4 o'clock on Howard Street, it was
wild.
wild.
Yeah.
I stayed there for probably like a half hour, 45 minutes before I went to the bus.
Right.
When I was looking, I'm like, where are the kids even at?
Right.
Kids not even going to school no more.
At all.
While I'm at work, I see so many kids not at school, walking past, smoking Blacks and Miles and cigarettes.
As they think it's cool.
Like I be like, damn, I wish he walked past me. I be smacking. I be on some whole. I was like, what's up, shorty? I'm trying to save your life. What's up? I mean, you gonna go get that? I'm fast too.
Right.
Like I don't want to kill you, but I'm trying to save your life out here. Like I mean, and it's like you said, like we can't only just grab our own kids anymore. We got to stop being so selfish when it comes to that, and really let other kids know that we care. Because when we do, it does instill that, I guess, that respect factor back.
Right.
For however long you are right there. Prime example, I was on the bus, right, one morning, and that morning the little girl was cussing up a storm, right, and so I wanted to say something that morning. I was like, you know what, I get on this bus a couple times, so I'm gonna see if I see her again. Boom, I see her again. So we on the back of the bus. It's later that day, right? So her friend talking or whatever. So our friend made a mistake and cuss, but she said, "Oh, I apologize, adults or whatever." I say, "Thank you. I really appreciate that." I said, "Yesterday you was cussing up a storm. What's up with that, young lady? You're too beautiful to be cussing like that." She was like, damn, I didn't know he was paying attention. I was like, listen. It's not that you was cussing, because when I was young, I was cussing with my friends.
Right.
I was
like,
just like how your friend just now respected the adults right here. You could have easily respected the adults and just had some mean words to say about whoever you was talking to. Yeah. And when you get around your friends, let them cuss away. Do your thing. She was like, I apologize for yesterday. I was really mad at him, and started explaining the story about it. So I was like, all right, now I gotta do a little counseling right quick. Yeah, exactly. All right, bam, cool. All right, shorty. I won't do that again around no adults or whatever. I'm not really like that. That's great, shorty. I'm so glad to hear that. And it was like a relief to me. So it was like, man, I just do it more. I just try and save kids. Like one little boy he was hugging school, but he was swinging the chain around his neck. Now I'm like, damn, I want to tell him to go to school, but he's just swinging the chain. It looked like if he go around the neck, he can choke himself. I say, shorty. I say, shorty, look. Yo. I said, just like that. I say, look, I know I'm not your father, right? But can you please? I said, it's bad enough you're not in school. Can you please stop swinging that chain around your neck? What you want to kill yourself or choke yourself? He was like, you right, my bad, my bad. Thank you. I was like, thank you.
That's all they want. They
want some type of attention.
At the end of the day, they all. At the end of the day, I'm not even gonna say most kids. At the end of the day, all kids yearn for structure.
Yes.
Because this is something that a lot of us parents are skipping over, because as we spoke on earlier, a lot of us parents are trying to be more so a friend, more so than a parent.
Yeah.
And I honestly believe that it definitely starts at home.
Definitely.
And the way that I raise my kids, and the way that I'm thankful for, I have 3 beautiful daughters, and I have 2 baby mothers. But I'm thankful, and I thank God for them, because the way that they talk to my kids is the way that I talk to any other kids. If I was to ever hear one of my daughters being addressed as a B or MF or a slut or a hoe, then me and that parent have a problem. But that would be a problem that we would have behind closed doors.
Right.
I never ever argue in front of my kids, because then that separates them, and they know how to pick sides. They know how to differentiate and say, okay, well, I know I can't get away with that with daddy. I'm gonna go ahead and go over here with mommy.
Right.
But if both of y'all are on the same page collectively, then you won't have that problem. But if you start that foundation at home, you won't have those type of problems. And just to go back to your question, I really think it's definitely because we're not instilling leadership. We're not letting our kids know their place value in life.
Right.
We're letting social media, we're letting rap videos, we're letting Megan Thee Stallion, we're letting the baby, we're letting all of these things captivate and raise our kids, raise our kings and queens. Because right now what they're doing is they're living in a microwave world. They don't appreciate on how to work hard and actually get things.
Right.
They think just because they see mommy and daddy in this nice house or this car, they think it was just given to us. They don't know the power of a struggle. Because at the end of the day, you have to go through trials and tribulations in order to get where you need to go. You have to go in order to be able to go from A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You have to go along those lines. You can't go from A to O to N to Z. You can't skip that, because once you skip those things, you're not learning the things to be able to appreciate the things once it is able to come to you. So we have to definitely let these kids know, hey, you're going to go through trials and tribulations. You're going to have some rights. You're going to have some wrongs, as well as I am. Preach it. And I'm not perfect by a long shot. So you definitely can't be afraid to let the kids know where you came from. Because if you don't let them know where you came from, they're going to create something else where they need to come from. They're going to create something else where they think it makes sense. Because at the end of the day, they always think, oh, man, he don't know nothing here. Oh, he ain't. I done been there. I done done that 3 times around.
Exactly.
Just as well as fashion comes back around. We was wearing felines. They was what $22?
Back in 1980. When the Grand Hills Quiz came out, I was a Jack Stackhouse youngin. When the Stackhouse and the Grants came out, I had them. I was probably about 6, 7.
Right.
Had them. Like, what? Whole feet like outfit.
You was blessed.
On the power
Power
Come around the corner on Castle Street over east. I never forget it. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't blessed. My mother, I ain't gonna lie. My mother was a hard worker, just hustler. I ain't gonna, right now, man, my mother like this.
Right.
Straight up. Y'all know I don't lie. That's my baby. But man, her like this a little bit right now. But when I say my mother made fucking what's worse than dirt? She made shit in the gold.
Right.
She did that.
Yeah.
She did that.
Yeah.
She raised me and my sister in a manner where as though if I tell you like some of the things about my mother, like you like hell no, hey, your mother ain't never did nothing like hell no.
Right.
Like well, I actually tell some of my friends like no, my mother is a recovering addict. Like during this time I was going through this with my mother and blah blah blah. They like, huh? Damn, hell no. Like what, you still had this? You still had that?
Right.
You still had this? I'm like, yeah, that's the type. She still made sure I had that.
Exactly.
Like she still, you understand what I'm saying? And once I got a certain age, where as though I understood, which was a very young age, so I made sure when I turned 13, I had my own summer job, so that. I mean, my son, take that way about my mother.
Right.
Like my summer kicks, I got all that, man. Like, cause she was never until I got about 18, 19 when I'm working the job. She like, all right, nigga, you gotta kick something out. But she was never like, you gotta get out or She was never that type of mother. You know what I'm saying? She was just like I tell her all the time, like you were cause she always dread herself like, I couldn't do this, y'all. I couldn't do. I'm like the stuff you did do, like with so little you had. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? Like I tell people all the time, I love my father to death, but he gave me stuff like, he told me stuff like, have good morals, values. He gave me he was like that father. He like a. The water doesn't crash unless you crash with it. Right. All right, Daddy, got you. Right. Not saying he didn't give me anything. Right. You feel me? He gave me something. He said something there. But what I watched my mother do. Yeah. You feel me? I watched her turn shit into gold. Yeah, me too. You feel what I'm saying?
Shout out to Patricia Bishop.
Shout out to Maria Lynn. I really watched
Nelson. We gotta take that married name off. Patricia Nelson.
I really watched her. She you feel me? Like I said, I had felines. I had Timberlands when they came out. Nikes. Now I got turned on to that by my sister, unfortunately, but she was mad when that happened. But my mother made sure she provided, man. Right, she provided, like hands down. Right. Like I wasn't never the kid getting cracked on because I ain't had the Jordans or nothing like that or whatever. Like that
was me. I had jokes, but with that we gonna do what? Bring it right
back. Don't go nowhere. It is what it is. Radio. Please like and
share it. Yes. Yeah, that was.
You're now listening to BeExposedRadio.com. Check out this fire flashback.
We need to relearn what it is to be these bosses and how we conduct ourselves as business-minded individuals and just people in general. I let my gut, and if I call it gut or God or whatever, I'm led by that energy. I know where it comes from. I know where it's, taking me, and you have to figure out what is important to you, and don't play this game. It's a game that we've learned to play, this chess game, and life is not a chess game. Life is real, bones, flesh, blood, decisions.
Make sure you check out the Artist Exchange Show every Monday and Friday at 2 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Share the same respect. What is happening? We're trading what's important. you treat yourself like that? We done come this far just to fall right back. Don't lose yourself, stay on track. Baby, you're a god. Baby, you're a god. Believe that. Full of the things that we've overcome. Full of unspoken battles we've won. You're so much better than that. Sometimes the truth ain't always catchy as rap. Stop chasing cheese or you get stuck in a trap. Go get your crown and never render it back. No, it's blasphemy. Why would you treat yourself like that? Stop all that blasphemy. We done come this far just to fall right back. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. You're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. You're a god. Baby, you're a god. Believe that. You're way too gifted to stop and listen. It's condescending, not to mention all of our ignorance is their permission to. I know you like to turn up like that. With a drink to pull up like that. Well, baby, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Just make sure the God in you stays where it's at. You're the rising sun of a new day begun. Grind on till victory's won. I pray you do your thing till earth and heaven ring. Just don't forget where you come from.
You know, let me talk to him. Oh, you ain't heard it before? That spirit you take for granted is the God in your soul. It's a price that you owe. It can never be owned. So for this valued dollar, it can never be sold. We were kings and queens in the motherland. Problem is we shouldn't have spared the rod or the father's hand. Yo, where the fathers at? Kids raising kids. So basically they never really raised but more assisted. Thrown to the system for criminal definition instead of dreaming for better and taking care of your business. I promise. We've been guys from the crib. Thing is, you can call a king a slave if he don't know who he is. Man, it's blasphemy.
Why would you treat yourself like that?
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
And we're back. We are back. This is the man show. The testosterone. The testosterone took over the testosterone is in the building.
Well, speaking of that, we have what's happening right now. We in the news with it. We're going to let y'all know what's actually going on in the DMV area. Right now, we actually just finished up the hosting of Project Heat Baltimore casting call. So if you didn't know about it, you can still follow them. Make sure you log on, subscribe. Project Heat Baltimore on YouTube. They're actually doing.
Can you do a late call?
Major numbers. You could probably talk to Dr. Nicole. She might put the plug in there.
We need to have whoever running that head so we can pick his brain.
Look,
we don't want to try out. We got 10 characters. We gonna bring the flavor. Project Heat Baltimore. So get with us.
Definitely make sure y'all like it, subscribe it, tune in. Don't skip over Project Heat New York, but definitely make sure y'all tune in Project Heat Baltimore. Also tomorrow we are back at it again with the comedian Ken Jones. If y'all didn't see him last week, jump back. Jump back on the other episodes because it was last week. I'm in there like swimwear.
I'm in there.
Brother Ken Jones, he is hilarious. He will be at Sully's Comedy Cellar. Show starts promptly at 9 p.m. And also on 11/9, which is tomorrow, we have Barn Secure and LifeBridge Health Community Event Center. And guess how much it is?
Free.
It's free! It's free, so get in there. Make sure y'all do that. That'll be from 12 to 4:30, as well as we also have the Youth Talent and Fashion Showcase Model Call. So if you think you have what it takes on that runway, that will be on 1110 in Silver Springs, Maryland. The address is 8421 Georgia Avenue. Also contact Dr. Nicole Wagner. If you don't know who she is, you should know by now, goddamn. So kill yourself. And also starring myself. I will be in Atlanta next week with same script, different cast with Darrell Dixon and my whole entire cast, man. We're going to light the whole Atlanta family up, so make sure y'all definitely check that out. And also we have Miss Tamika Chapman, Jumpstart or Friday Night Eclipse. That is from 10 until, and that's at the Sip Herb Lounge. Sip Herb Lounge. Okay. Make sure you Google that, look it up.
10 until Sip Herb Lounge?
Yes, Sip Herb Lounge.
Okay. All right. Okay, all right.
So that's we in the news with it, man, but we back at it, man. That was just a little brief segment, but we back at it, man. It is what it is.
Man, oh man. Y'all know we was talking about, we was getting into the parenthood, the disciplining. We was going everywhere with it. We was getting into, basically, the importance of the father, because it is a testosterone thing going on right here. We're not putting the women down. We know y'all importance. I was just telling them how important my mother was.
Can't live with you, can't live without you.
In my life coming up, and how she just painted a Picasso picture. Yeah. And when I was like, damn, I looked at the canvas, I was like, you put it on that, man, you amazing. You amazing. How you put a picture like that on that type of canvas? And that's what they do. That's what they do. And like my man was saying, a father is there for that encouragement, that lift up, that structure. That no, you don't do this, we do this like this. Right. Oh, if you gonna do that, we gonna go hard. Yeah. We ain't gonna go soft. Come on now. You feel me? Father is there for those, you feel me, those times when, you feel me, the things mommy can't say. Yeah. Right. The things only pops can say. Exactly. That's the importance of two parents. And I'm gonna touch on what you said earlier too, on about being on the same page. Definitely if you're in the same household with your kids. That is so important. Yeah. Reason, man, I'm a truth sayer, so I don't speak no lie out of my mouth. I don't have no reason to. Me and my fiance, we just got on the same page. I would say it's been about, far as with our kids. Not saying we've been bumping heads like all the time, but like we solid with it now. Far as, like I say about going on a year now. Right. Like it's like that's what's going down. You feel me? How do. Right. Baby, why you
ready, break.
Right. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? And that's either way. It ain't, and they be mad too, cause they know it now, and ain't no plan to get. You feel me? Cause they
ain't no plan.
I ain't gonna lie, I got 2 boys, so you already know what they're gonna do. I tell mommy it's over. That's all I got to do. That's it. And the crazy thing is, right? You would think in my household, you would think the youngest, the baby gets the leeway. No, it's the in my household, the oldest is the baby. Yeah, wow. me or my fiance can't stand that. That's my baby. I ain't gonna lie, that's my baby. Right. He get away with it with me, and she get the oldest get away with everything with her for real. Okay. But when it comes to like stern things or like we said this or we said that, like we basically touch bases on at home with both of us, and that is that, this is this. Like small things, like tedious things, like, can I get a cup of milk? I'm like, no, how many cups of milk you have? Right.
That's it.
That's it for the night. Now, if I might forgot. I might think I gave him 5 cups of milk last night, but I only probably gave him 2 tonight. Right. So he go to mommy like, I only got 2 cups of milk. Last night. Yeah, that was yesterday. I only had 2 today. So now she like, go ahead and get some milk. You know? So he get his milk. I'm like, well, say, boy, I told you I only had 2 today tonight. He's like, he only had 2, man. Good. You can have one. Yeah.
Speaking of which, I want to definitely touch bases on what the doctor was definitely talking about. What was your question again? You said it was.
Yeah. So I was saying basically, if I'm a young lady, why should I respect my mother when I constantly hear her having conversations with her girlfriend? They calling each other bees. I hear this other woman or these other women calling my mother a bee. Why should I respect her? If I'm a young man, why should I respect my mother when I see all these different guys in her life constantly? I need a reason to respect that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And that's something that we have, I think, is worth taking into consideration when you talk about why kids disrespect their parents.
Right.
If I'm exposed to that, then you know why?
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
It definitely will depreciate your value of respect level.
Right.
But it's great that you actually bring that up, because living in this society nowadays, nobody values a true real relationship. Nobody really values a really true marriage, because we're basing everything off of statistics and what the media says is a real relationship. And the crazy part about it is I honestly always sit back and I think about things like this, because these are things that I deal with on a regular basis. And the thing that I was always, I'm not the most churchy guy. If you see my Facebook, I'm not the most churchy guy, but I was brought up in the church. Shout out to my pastor, Dr. Walter Scott Thomas. I love you. But definitely, I was always taught, honor thy mother and thy father, and your days on this earth shall be longer. And I was always also taught, mind your business.
Right.
And for me, it was, I never knew who my mom was dealing with until it got to a serious note. And she would introduce them, hey, this is my friend, such and such, such and such. And that was after they probably been dealing with each other like way longer than each other. But still, she kept everything at a distance. They were never allowed to discipline me. They were never allowed to tell me anything, but I was always taught still to respect my elders. Because I was always, I'm going to tell the truth. Why are you over there doing that? Mr. Leroy told me to go over there and do it. Oh, he did. And then they go ahead and private conversation, and she come back, son, you weren't wrong. But just next time, think on things like that before you actually act. And then that's when I started to become and to develop my own sense of manhood, and to develop like, oh, okay, well, I should have thought, like, I shouldn't have put the bananas in the freezer, even though he told me to do it. I shouldn't have put them in the freezer. That was just stupid. Like, I shouldn't have did that. So, but then I had that created a man in me for me to actually step up and start to think on my own, and not to rely on what other people are saying. This is right. This is wrong. I had to develop my own sense of humanity to be like, that actually wasn't right. I don't think things. And even though I was younger, I still always came with questions. And that's the problem nowadays. Us as parents, we don't respect our kids enough to let them know, hey, it's okay to question me. It's okay to feel like I don't think that this is right. It should be an open dialogue. Because once kids feel like, oh, I know if I say this, my mother gonna snap or my daddy gonna snap, then that's when they start hiding things. That's when they stop telling you about who they're texting, who they're talking to, whether they're thinking about losing their virginity, whether they're thinking about selling drugs, or whether they're thinking about dropping out of school. When you open up that dialogue of communication with your children, they will have no limits. And that's when it is okay to be a friend to your child, when it comes down to just dialogue. But if you're trying to be friends and hang out, you're hanging out, you're clubbing, you're doing everything with your kids, and then when it's come time to discipline, as we spoke about earlier, it's not going to happen. You have to still be able to be that friend, but let them know the parenting is going to come first and foremost. Because one thing I do is I always instill in my kids and my daughters is I love you and I cherish everything that you do, and to me you shall never do no wrong. But I ain't stupid. I'm not stupid. So you're not going to try to play me and say, oh, well, Dad, I didn't know. I know you. I birthed you. You came from these. These both. I know you. So you're not going to try to turn me into a fool. And that's another thing, just to jump back. We have to start showing up for things other than a baseball game, football game, cheerleading practice, and other things like that. We have to start getting involved in these schools, because it's not our job to raise your kids. It's not our job to be there and mentor. We're there. We have your kids for what? 5-6 hours out of the day. It's not our job to instill respect, honor, diversity, as well as knowing the value of yourself. Those are some things that has to start at home. We have to start showing up. So when the teachers call you and they say, hey, we're having a problem out of Lil Ray today, we need you to show up. Because that right there, that creates a community. That lets your child know that, hey, you're not going to get away with all that stuff that you thought that you were getting away with. So it should feel as though it's a threat. When I say, hey, do I need to call your mother? They should get scared. It shouldn't be, I don't care. Call her. If they say that means there's no structure.
I'll give you a number.
Exactly. I give you and when they say that, then I don't even want to call them. Because at 9 times out of 10, I'm going to end up getting cussed out by your parent because I'm calling them, disturbing them on all of their days off because they're not working. But you can't show up when I need you to show up. And let me tell you, these are the problems that we're having with your kids. Your son, he knows every rap song there is in the book. He can break down every last dance step. He can tell you how much Master P made on his last daggone album. He can tell you when Kanye West's album is next coming out, but he can't tell you the next daggone multiplication. He can't tell you these things. So these are the things we need you parents to show up for.
We got Ken Jones calling.
Ken Jones!
Ken Jones!
Yes!
What's going on, good brother?
You already know what it is, baby.
Hey, we gonna make sure you get that hat tomorrow once you finish your show, man.
Yes, sir.
You know I need that.
What's up, Ken? Let the people know what you got going on tomorrow, man.
Y'all already know we at the Sully's Comedy Cellar tomorrow night. You might as well come through, hang out with me. Ken Jones and Ryan Canada is hosting it. I got the funniest female comedian in Philadelphia coming through with me, Chanel Renee, with Tiana Douglas and D-Lo Brown from Baltimore City.
Tiana going.
Hey, I'm coming, man. I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
I got the listen, I got the baddest girls on the show, and they gonna be at the show. You might as well get a girl.
Hey,
Bring your girl.
question, right? Is the comedian, she from Philly too?
Two from Baltimore. No, 3 of them from Baltimore and 2 from Philly.
Okay.
Tiana from
Philly.
That's what's up, man. Hey, can you bring some of them chicken breast bites tomorrow, please?
You know how early I'm gonna have to go get them? Listen, if you make the phone call, before I go, I'll do it.
Hey, let the people know what time the show start, man. What time the show?
The show start at 8 o'clock, baby. You know what I'm saying? You can get your tickets online, Eventbrite, Ridiculously Funny Eventbrite, or you can go to Sully'sComedy.com and get the tickets on Sully's website, or you can hit my man Ron Canada up, or I'll take cash it,
Hey, I got some tickets too, or you can hit me up.
Or you can hit my man up.
Yeah. Shit, I got these illegal tickets. Maybe I tell them it's illegal. They're bombed.
They be on it like stink on doo-doo. Like,
you know?
Illegal nigga.
That's it, man. You good? Though? How you enjoying this Friday night? You good?
Yeah, I'm at a show right now. I'm with Cleon and his crew. They came down from Baltimore up here.
Oh, Cleon the comedian.
Okay.
Shout out Cleezy, baby.
That's what's up. Right now, we just fucked the show up, and we're waiting for the second one to start.
That's what's up. Yeah. That's what's up, man. I appreciate you calling in, man. I'm gonna see you tomorrow.
Yes, indeed. I'm in there.
We're gonna have
I'm in there.
Be safe, man. I'll see y'all.
All right, man. You be safe out there in Philly, man. The city of brotherly love.
Yep.
That's a bet. I appreciate you.
See you tomorrow. All right. That was Ken Jones. Yeah. He has the Ridiculously Funny comedy show tomorrow at Sully's. Doors open at 7. Show starts at 8. Make sure y'all come on out.
Yes, indeed.
I got tickets too, $20.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Indeed. So hopefully we'll see y'all there tomorrow. Man. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
But yeah, definitely, we need the parents to actually start stepping up, because it always starts at home.
Yes,
and the crazy part is, the one thing that I loved about the last school that I worked with last year, we had, oh my goodness, we did not expect this type of turnout. We always have a lot of different things going on at this school. And we had a kids' prom.
Okay.
In this school, it only goes up from, kindergarten to 2nd grade. And it's in the heart of Baltimore.
Okay.
The heart of like Cherry Hill. The heart of Baltimore. And we had this theme. It was the prom. Like, we went all out. We had the red carpet. The kids were showing up in limousines. Some kids, I'm telling you, when I tell you they came out suited and booted in this entire gymnasium, the entire cafeteria was filled with so many people. So now we realize what it's going to take to get you parents to come out. Next time we're going to create an event, but it's going to be tricky. So it's going to be an event, but it's also, we're going to spread some knowledge on where your kids are actually lacking in that, because we need these type of things, because you know your kids way better than we do.
Yes.
We only have them for a certain amount of hours a day. We can only do but so much. So at the end of the day, teamwork makes the dream work. So when we're calling you, we're only calling you for guidance and questions and answers.
That's it.
Because that's what we need. And we definitely always need more powerful men in the school system.
Indeed.
Because what happens is, the first year that I actually started, I'm going to be very brief. The first year that I actually started in the school system, this is how I dress. This is actually dressed down for me. I always have on a suit and a tie, and kids are so confused nowadays. We got another caller. We got Dr. Nicole calling in.
AKA one of Ty's angels.
Yes, indeed.
Hello. Can I get a...
Hey.
This is Dr. Nicole. I wanted to call in to say I love the beauty of seeing a bunch of strong, powerful men, celestial men, might I add, discussing a very important topic. But I wanted to kind of comment to Dr. Wright's question that he posed to y'all in regards to women that disrespect each other in front of their daughters. I consider that to be the disrespectful syndrome, and it sends a very negative message to the little girls, especially when you're talking about them understanding their own individual existence and or identity with confidence and self-respect.
Yes.
You know, I want women to really, really listen to what y'all and what the doctor primarily is homing in on in regards to that, because it says to them that you're not a queen, number one, and if they don't walk and hold their head within their purpose, how God created us, and then we look at adult women that think that it is appropriate, one, adult behavior, which is not, or that it's a term of endearment to refer to another woman, another queen, as a dog, that is very hurtful, and it confuses our young ladies. It confuses them. Even with the dress attire, you have young ladies that don't think they're going to get attention from a man if she's not overly exposing herself or exposing herself at all. So it really does something to the self-esteem within the psyche part of our young ladies.
Yeah.
Right.
That's very true.
That's very true.
Very, very true. And I see that those type of things all the time, because when I go in these school systems and I actually start to, and it starts with also the male figure as well. When you're able to step in and let them know, hey, I'm not your dad, I'm not this, that, and the third, but I am an adult, I do demand respect. But then we have to instill in them and let them know this is not the way of life. You do not have to show it all, to tell it all, for someone to be able to know who you are. Right. Because from a distance, nobody can tell who is who. So what you have to do is learn to establish yourself, be the best you that you can be, and not dress the way that you see that everything else is actually captivating and actually being with social media and all the other negative aspects in life. We have to actually bring back the original true queens and let them know, hey, sometimes kids are the most boisterous, but they will be the ones that will correct you when you're wrong and let you know, hey, that wasn't the way to go. That's not actually how it should go. So sometimes we can actually learn from our kids. So I definitely agree with definitely everything Dr. Nicole was saying, because I have, like I said, I have 3 beautiful girls. 3 beautiful girls, and I don't play. And one thing for sure, 2 things for certain is I let them know I know they're gonna curse and I know they're gonna do different things when they're not in my presence. But as long as they know that I have that instant factor in their life, then they know that I don't think that my dad or my mom would approve of me acting or talking or dressing this way or actually fitting in with others. I encourage my daughters to stand out rather than fit in every day.
Right.
Definitely.
I can dig.
So that's a powerful message, Dr. Wagner. That's a powerful message.
Yeah. Man, it's you know, it's interesting because
impactful issues that contribute to the unhealthy behavior. However, regardless of the source of the disrespect, which originates within women, I need women to understand that it's imperative that as mothers of African American culture, we must reclaim the authority in which we deserve. We can't say to our daughters, walk with self-respect when we're not extending that to another woman. And when you disrespect another female, even jokingly, it is indicative of the disrespect that you show to yourself. So awesome job, guys.
Thank you.
Love the show.
Dr. Nicole, y'all gonna have any late casting calls?
You know what? I need her to ask me. I don't know. I will speak with Katie and pop up some up soon. They were here, so if you can link up with them, I know they're hanging out tomorrow in the DC area to do some promo recording.
Okay. Alright, let me know something.
Okay. Awesome job, Dr. White. It's a pleasure to see you on the show.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you, Dr. Wagner.
We got 2 doctors.
Doctors in the building.
Doctors in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well,
so it's about that village, y'all. I think we got
we got
back. We will be good.
We got to.
And with me, I mean, I've been working in the school system since 1995, and one thing that I try to do is build confidence, character. Like, what's crazy, a lot of the kids, I'm a shoe fanatic, so a lot of the kids pay attention to my shoes. I have these, there's some Adidas with some wings on them.
Oh, yeah,
They're Jeremy Scott's.
Right.
So I had, she was in the kindergarten last year, so she's in the 1st grade this year.
Yeah.
And I also got these, actually I bought these red Jordans. Her mom got her the same Jordans, so she like, Coach Miles, I got them. I'm gonna wear mine tomorrow. Can you wear yours? So I did that. Nice. But then last week, I haven't put these Jeremy Scotts on about since last year. She said, Coach Miles, can you wear the shoes that fly? I gotta do it. Right? I had to put my Jeremy Scotts on that fly. Yes, so I just try to make it a point to compliment whoever, boy, girl.
Yes.
Tell them something, or try to make memorable moments, because a lot of people might look at it as a job, but these kids, they know that, like, it's times where it's unforgettable moments.
Yes.
Like, I see kids all the time. Coach Miles, I don't know, or Mr. Miles, I don't know if you remember me, but I was a student in Calverton Middle School.
Yeah.
I'm a junior at Towson College now, or you know, so they don't, they remember that.
Yes.
So it's more than just interaction.
Yeah.
You know, so
way more than
you got to keep in mind that these young people remember us for what we do, for how, like you say, how you dress, how I dress, or maybe your kind words or your kind words. So we got to keep in mind that other people are watching us. They're watching what we do. They're emulating us.
Yeah, indeed.
So, and also, I give hugs. Boy, girl, whatever. You never know. You know they got their mother and father in the house. You don't know when they got a compliment or even a simple hug.
No.
So I keep that in mind. Like I do what I do. The money, forget the money.
Right.
I do it because I care. It's my calling. You know. So keep that in mind, y'all. Hug them. Give them a hug. Give them some words of encouragement because just because they live with their mother, their father, that doesn't mean that they're getting that.
Right.
You know.
Very true.
So keep that in mind, y'all.
Definitely.
We got to mold our future. We got to bring it back. Everything repeats itself. So this disrespect thing that's going on with these youth, it's only for a minute. I think that we'll get back around to them respecting us and living as a village. And what's crazy, right? I got a story to tell. We was talking about.
Hold it till we come right back.
We gotta go to a break.
Yeah.
We gotta go to a break, y'all. We will be right back. Don't go nowhere.
Like it, share it, do your thing.
Please
Make sure
do.
you subscribe, baby.
It is what it is, very well.
Take a minute and listen to this flashback of the Black by Demand radio show.
Control. They said she wouldn't, so they didn't know if she had a weapon. So it's just a mess. So yeah, you do have to have these discussions with your children.
You do, and you have to make them aware of that there is an enemy out there. Every time the police pull you over, or every time you have an interaction with the police as a black person, you are at risk of being in front of your enemy. Hopefully, it's not a police officer that wants to demonstrate that he's your enemy, but we all see it's a high probability of that being the case. So if we're not talking to our children do not have the coping mechanisms to deal with these type of intense situations. What they're going to do is what most of us do as black people, me and anyone else, which is become emotional. And that is the trigger point for the police. They know that black people are emotional people. So when they arrive on the scene, they are purposely trying to say and do things to you to get your emotions up, right? And then once they get your emotions up, then it's like, oh, that's what we needed. Now we're gonna kick your ass. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. You know, so I'm saying we need to have these discussions with our children, you know, and make them understand in this day and age, and it's every day and age really, but we'll just say this day and age for the sake of it being so prevalent on social media, like you have to understand what you're getting yourself into. And I think a lot of us as black people are just scared to still tell our children that there are a group of people out here that are your enemies.
Join us every Monday at 12 noon for Black by Demand radio show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
This is a Poverty ENT exclusive. Next stop, Texaco, strapped up, you already know. Fuck niggas hate, that's how it goes. Bros with me, yeah, it's time to go.
Nigga, chose by another nigga, bitch. Damn, this chopper got 50 round clip. So this Molly and the syrup got me geeking, shorty. Ain't know I popped them Xannies, had them sleeping on me. Love in a hood full of hate. Pray to God that he open up them gates. Rest in peace to Freddie Gray and Lil Scooter. Putting on for our city, watch his door. Next stop, Texaco, strapped up, you already know. Fuck niggas hate, that's how it goes. Bros with me, yeah, it's time to go.
Got my mind strong kitty. I don't want the city, don't call me Diddy. Yeah, I rap my city, way to show them something they ain't ready for. Nigga voice firm so you can't ignore it. Talking shit like I'm fixing toilets. Shag a riff, I can see me torn. Horn cuffs, shades on, shirt off, strapped up, Molly down, blowing strong, riding around, the demonstration, whole 50 rounds. I'm a fool with it. Got ratchet niggas that's cool with it. You got a cold heart till that ooh hit it. Stop fucking with me. Got my mindset, see my mind state is at a high rate. Next stop, Texaco, strapped up, you already know. Fuck niggas hate, that's how it goes. Bros with me, yeah, it's time to go.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Yeah, I definitely do. Buddy. And we're back swimming.
Yeah,
and we're back. We're back swimming. We're back. Men's show.
Back at it.
Shout out to Ty's Angels though.
Yes, indeed.
Appreciate y'all.
Make sure y'all come out tomorrow night, Sully's Comedy Factory with Ken Jones.
I'm there.
Doors open up at 8 p.m. because we in there.
Hey, Dr. Wagon, let me get that late casting call.
I'm a pre-game.
I'm gonna make it work.
None of they drink.
I'm make it work. Game. But
we in there.
What you was talking about, son? What's up?
It's a good Friday.
It is.
So any day above ground is good.
Man, listen, that is my famous.
That's what I say.
That is my famous saying. Any day above ground is a good day. You gotta make today better than yesterday. Why?
Indeed.
Because you woke up. Goddamn.
Exactly. I ain't gonna though, y'all like.
I just had to remember that right quick.
Right.
Real shit, cause my shit got railroaded.
I don't want to talk
my
about
shit
death.
got railroaded.
I don't want to talk about death, but real quick.
No, we can go there with it right quick.
But dude,
good.
Like me, I honestly think when we die, it's like we step outside ourselves. I think we see our funeral and all that, yo. I do.
I got my whole funeral planned out.
You did?
Man, listen, I got it written down. I tell everybody where it is. Mine is not going to be I actually consider it a homegoing. That's what it's called, a homegoing service.
Right.
So I want my joint to be lit. If you wear black to my funeral, don't show up. Okay. I want you to show up how you regularly are on a regular basis.
Okay.
If you wearing your pants sagging, you wearing a suit, that's how I want you to show up.
Can I say something?
I don't want you to mourn.
Well, I'm going to say this. Out of respect for you, and hopefully we both live to be 100 and whatever.
Indeed.
If you pass before me and I go to your home going, I'm going to go fly. I'm not going to go I'm going to go fly because every time I see you, you well put together. So out of respect for you, I'm not going to wear what I usually wear.
I think you know what?
It real.
Out of respect for you, I think I would possibly do the same thing.
That's how I want it.
I come in that bitch fly. Yeah,
that's how I want. And then the I'm gonna call it. It's not gonna be the I forgot what it. The repast. Mine's is the after party. I want my joint to turn up. I don't want it to be in the basement of the church. I want it to be at the club.
Right.
And I want like little pictures and a little slideshow and everything going on, or what I was actually doing. But I want people to party because it's a celebration of life. Because I ain't got to pay no more bills.
Yeah, what? I think y'all understand.
I ain't got to have no more arguments.
Nope. Your kids
no more doctor visits.
They're
gonna have everything. So I want it to be a celebration. Please don't show up with my picture on your t-shirt. That is one thing that is you won't get into at the party if you got my picture on your t-shirt.
Yeah, I ain't with that.
You're not getting there. But I want it to be a full homegoing service, like we
right.
We probably that nigga Elwood, boy, that's how I need it to be, man. Like I need it to be a celebration.
Right. And God, he ain't saying he's not going away no time soon.
Right. At all. Don't send me home right now. I got some movies, I got some stuff I gotta do.
Right. Just later on, about 50, 60, 70, 80 years from now. Yeah. That's how he wants it. All right, let's get that clear.
When you talk about death, then me lately, every time I talk about it, it's been like, I just recently lost somebody that was close to me.
Yeah, man, rest in peace to you.
Yeah, my father-in-law.
Oh, man.
Anthony Coke Williams.
Sorry to hear that,
bro.
That's my dog.
That was well loved, too. I see a lot of rest in peace Coke that I seen.
Yeah, he was a good dude, honorable dude. Like I said, he was a hard up dude. He wasn't like a grizzly bear. He was like one of those, iron fist dude, like live by his word. You feel me? One of those type of guys.
That's all we got at the end of the day.
Exactly. So, before, like his death is kind of like, and I've lost a lot of people recently, but his death was kind of like the first one that kind of like hit me in a minute, and I done lost a few people. You feel what I'm saying? People that's been close to me too. But it's been like I've been like definitely when it comes to the violence, like it's been so much death to violence that I know of. It's crazy. It's kind of like it's like I can't even feel their presence being gone because it's gone so soon.
Right.
Right. Whereas though it's easily forgotten. Whereas though when I ride past and I look and I don't see the person, now it's damn, he got killed. Yeah. Like now I get a quick mourning moment, but it's not long. Right. Whereas though like back like a little second ago, I remember when younger when my cousin got killed, I was crying for like at least 2 days.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And like I felt that. You feel what I'm saying? Like now it's so frequent and so much that you don't even get a chance to mourn. You don't get a chance to feel anything. Everything is just
because it's happening so frequent.
Yeah, and everything is
numb
so.
To it. Yeah.
Yo, like I said, walk through Howard Street and just watch how you feel.
Okay,
by the end, like just look at the building. Cause I was like, I know what it is. They ain't washing the buildings down, this motherfucker. Like, I'm trying to just try and find like, why does it make me feel like this? Like it's just lost hope.
Yeah. Right.
Like I hate that feeling in our city right now.
Yo, it's terrible.
I hate that feeling. I hate that. I remember, like I said in my video, we wasn't never a happy-go-lucky city. We were vibrant.
Right.
We were moving.
Yeah. Right.
We were not as sluggish as we are right now. We were not so docile and just dull.
Right.
Like we had some brightness.
Yeah, true.
I used to go down to Lexington Market, smell the peanuts.
That was the first time. You used to be able to smell the peanuts a mile away.
Yeah.
Socks. That was the only thing you heard. Hey, Shorty, you want a little plastic gun? Hey, Shorty, what you doing down here? Don't worry about that.
Degree, y'all. 10 packs for $5.
What you see out there? Hey, what you doing down here? Hey, nothing, nephew. Take this $5. Go ahead over there.
Exactly.
Get you some cotton candy.
Get you a hot dog special.
Right. While he hitting plays, because that's what he was doing. We ain't know he was selling his boots.
Right.
Bars, trying to pins down and whatever. Right. We didn't know what he was doing. We just knew Unc was down there. He had 5 for us ready when we came down there. He wasn't asking us for 5 when we came down there. He had 5 ready for us. You feel me? We got dapped up. Now we go in the mark. We like, shit.
Yeah.
It's $5 with the It's another uncle right here. Eating oysters, drinking the beer. Nephew, what you been there for? Sit here, take this $2, boy. Go ahead. Hey, what's up a little beer? No, you can't have that, boy. You gonna kill me, boy. Look at it right there. About to kill me now. Look at it. Like that. That's how you feel. That was the atmosphere. You walk in there, you like, can't. I don't know.
I remember 6 donuts for $1.
What? Yeah. My grandmama used to go down there.
6 donuts for $1. Shout out to my man Jermaine. Me and Jermaine just catch the 15 market. Let me get one.
Shout out to my man Tyrell in high school who made that a business in the morning. I'm bringing them when I say nigga. Excuse me. Do you know what you're doing right now? You better keep this going. I'm a donut eating loving. You better keep this going. You don't know, man. What? And that's what I'm saying. Like that feeling lasted until I can honestly say once I got out of high school and I start like venturing back there, it started dwindling and then dwindling and dwindling and dwindling. Where go now? Like I said, I'm on Howard Street. It's nobody on that motherfucker. Nope. I used to get out the bus. I used to get out the subway or the bus.
Right.
Man, what the stands right there.
Right on social media. Having a great time.
The stores open. You just
window shopping.
That's Wednesday, boy. Getting these, boy.
We gotta bring that back.
Come on,
we got you,
man.
Hey,
shout out to Great White, the Catonsville community college head basketball coach. I know they got a W. I'm checking you out. Great. Keep up the good work.
Shout out.
Bro, that was honestly like one of my first hustles. Now see, I ain't gonna lie. This is getting deep into Mr. Klass. So one thing a lot of people don't know about me, I didn't grow up the greatest, but my mom instilled a lot of things in me which taught me how to hustle. I used to wash shoes. I used to wash cars, and I used to clean shoestrings on the weekends. My mom's and my dad and my sister. And I used to make a couple dollars. So then I later on learned I had my homeboys, which at that point in time I was going to Rockland. I was a follower. I started selling weed. I did. I started selling weed, and I was like, man, being out here all day, man, I ain't make about $30. And I was like, this is hard. And I'm looking at my other homeboys, like his parents, like they just sold everything. So he had all the Allen Iversons, all the Jordans, everything. And I'm trying to get to that status. I was still on the leases. I wasn't there to the Jordan shit. So I just took it, and I was just like, you know what? I'm going to sell weed and I'm going to sell candy. And I'm going to see which one gives me the most. Man, my candy business shot up. I hit the candy bus, the penny candy bus, and I would hit them up. My mother would give me $3 after I finished washing the shoes, washing clothes, and doing all that other stuff, washing the cars. She give me about, and at the end of the week, I had about $10. I go to the dollar store, buy a big bag of Jolly Ranchers, the big bag of Blow Pops, the big bag of Airheads, and I would sell them. The Airheads was 30 cents. Jolly Ranchers, the little ones, was 10 cents a piece. Blow Pops was 35 cents a piece.
Damn, 35.
Man, I made a killing.
You the reason that prices went up. Prices went up. I'm everything. 5 cents to 10 cents, they met your ass.
My connect, he was like, yeah, you still going? I was like, you know what? You can take all of this back. For these drugs. Nigga, I got my candy.
I got the candy.
I had the candy business on lock, and my first crush was Miss Thompson, my health teacher. 8th grade at Rockland Middle School. On Valentine's Day, I went hard. I bought her about 5-6 dozen roses. I bought her a little necklace. I bought little hearts. Man, I had the biggest crush on her. And I bought her all of this stuff, and I had my homeboy. I was like, yo, walk me to the class. He walked me to the class. I was like, all right. She was like, oh, this from the class? I said, no, this is from me, Miss Johnson. And she said, what'd she do? She called my mother. She said, Miss Sharon, I don't know what's going on with your son, but he just bought me a lot of extravagant gifts. I don't really know how. She said, my son did what? I bought her all of this stuff, and I made her let her know that it was all from me. And then my mother came to me and she said, son, I don't know what you're doing. And this is, me and my mother had this. I said, Ma, I'm not going to lie. I started out, I was selling weed. Boy, no, I said, Ma, before you get the switch, let me tell you how I switched it over. I gave the man his weed back. And I started selling candy. She said, so you been selling candy? I had books. My mom taught me at an early age. I was in like 4th or 5th grade. I knew how to balance a checkbook. I didn't have it in a checking account, but I knew how to balance a checkbook. So I knew my math. I knew how much I was spending on my Jolly Ranchers, Blow Pops, and Airheads. I let her know, hey, Mom, here's my books. Here's my numbers. She said, oh my gosh. I was making a killing because I was the only hustle man doing it. And I was doing it in between, and it was just like a drug deal. It was like, "L, you got?" I was like, "Yeah, they go right there." And I was making a killing. And then she was like, "Oh well," she told my teacher. She said, "Oh no, he got that honestly. So he must really like you." So okay, she was like, "Oh okay, you can take that." She took the gifts, and I carried that candy business on up until 12th grade. I was that dude that would go trick or treat. I was still trick or treating at 18.
Dang.
I was still trick or treating at 18.
Candy.
It was free.
Free money.
Free money.
Yeah,
so what I did
candy business.
in October, everybody had their joint. I saved up. I would eat like the little stuff that I knew that would possibly expire. Then I would wait till everybody ran out of their candy. Then I create little candy bags. And I started coming up with $3 bags, $4 bags, $5 bags. And it would just be that little bit. Because it was supply and demand. Because you couldn't leave the campus. You couldn't leave the school grounds. Because if you did, you're going to get suspended. But you can come see me, Elwood,
and get it right.
Get
and then you get your little bag. And I was making it early in the morning. By second period, I was sold out.
Damn.
Then I started recruiting workers.
Damn.
I started recruiting workers. I had people working for me. I give them, if the bag was $4, I give them $1.50 off for each bag.
Man,
so I started making, and that is when I first bought. I didn't buy my first pair of Jordans until the end of 11th grade.
Damn.
That was when I got my first pair of Jordans, because my mom taught me at an early age how to appreciate what I had.
Right.
Because my sister was a tomboy. My sister, she had all the latest Jordans because she was working. So she said, I don't want these. She'd throw them in the trash. You throw them in the trash? I go right in the trash. I get the Ajax and the toothbrush. I clean them off, and then I rock them.
Yeah.
I rock them. She be like, where you get those at? These was yours. Give them back. No, you threw them in the trash.
Right.
And then I made that, and then I started to make that my hustle.
Right.
So then that's when at an early age, I learned how to hustle. And I teach my kids nowadays. Nowadays, my kids, I teach them and I tell them, hey, so now my kids are trained. When they see a red tag, they know to come and tag daddy. Hey, daddy, I got a red tag on it. Come look at it. It's because they know they can get it.
Right.
So now I give my kids options. They say, oh, daddy, I want the Jordans. I want that. Okay, you can have that. You can have this one pair of Jordans, or you can take that same amount of money. You can get these Nikes. You can get a shirt. You can get the pants. You can get some socks. And then I'll give you an extra $10 to add on to that, opposed to spending $200 on this one pair of shoes when you can get a whole outfit and then still have $25, $30 left over. And you can have a good pair of Nikes. So now my kids, they appreciate those type of things. And that's some things that us as parents, we need to let them know. So I don't give my kids nothing. Nothing is a given.
Earn your keep.
You gotta earn everything. You can't keep your room clean? Okay. And my oldest, Zabria, I love you. She gets me all the time. Daddy, I need, oh, okay, you need, I call her mother. Angie, what you say? Oh, okay. Oh, she tried to get me. Okay. So she can't keep your room clean? You can't do that? Okay. You get $5. Well, Daddy, you said you was going to get, is your room clean? Oh, no, I ain't do that. Okay. Well, give me $4 of them back because your mother had to come in and clean them rooms. So that was her fee, her service charge for cleaning your room. So now you have $1. You got to teach them the value of $1.
You definitely got to teach them. I'm gonna touch on that because when it came to that, right? I was more so like you got to teach them because I really appreciated like the stuff my mother was getting me because I understood.
Right.
Like I don't even know how she pulling these Jordans out of her ass, but I got them. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even, man, action. Like you said, man, what? I was that little dude cleaning my tennis. I can't, like, that's how I had at least about 5, 6, 7 pairs.
Right.
Because when she bought me something, when I got something on Christmas, the same what I had for Christmas, because my birthday right after Christmas. So I'm like, oh, that's always automatic 2 pairs. That's always automatic 2 pairs. So boom, Christmas, I get my boots. Boom. Now come my birthday. Now it's like, I don't want another pair of boots or I don't want a pair of tennis. Because my mother loved Valentine's Day also. Okay. So I know I got another pair coming up. And then after that, you got Easter. So that's my 3rd pair right there.
Talk about Easter.
So boom. I only got a suit. That was it.
Yo,
look, I wore my suit down
there. I don't know if y'all remember. Look, one day my mother picked me up, my brother Dre, and Paul. We going on Liberty Road. I don't know. See, you was a little young buck. But do you remember the chocolate? They like a pecan color brown high top Airs with the black sole.
Yeah, with the black. Yeah.
Go get them, and some Air Force One. No, some Air Max Ones, red, white, and blue. Go buy them. Boom. We grabbed them. We on our way back. So there was something else that came out. So Ma, I got these 2 pairs of tennis. Ma, can I get these? Whatever they were. You ungrateful. So she called me ungrateful. I said something back. Yo, I swear to God.
You took everything back.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm in the back seat. She took this hand. Ford Escort, 4-door. Driver. Ma, can I get these? No. I don't know what made me say what I said, but I said something kind of disrespectful.
Oh.
She driving. Pulled in the front, straight back here with me. In traffic. Wow! Yo, my brother
ain't
sees
never
me
swerved.
for that for the rest of my life, yo. He wasn't grateful.
Yeah.
I just paid $100 for them and $100 for them, and you still want something else?
Sound like my sister. Listen.
They laughed at me so hard.
One Easter, right? One Easter. My sister bragging about Old Navy. Old Navy. Yo, we going to Old Navy. Weekend fresh at Old Navy.
Old Navy was good. That's
so
what
my other sister, listen, like I told you, my older sister, when we was younger, like she was the fashion, the fashion king, like she gave me my swag at like 5 years old, like 4 years old. I went to come outside with my Ninja Turtles on. My sister told me, "You think you coming outside with them motherfucking Ninja Turtles on with me? You ain't gonna tell mommy, and it ain't going down, and you better not tell." I'm like, damn, how I'm gonna get outside? Boom, weekend come. We get shoes down there every weekend. My mama pumped up. We go to Payless. She thinking I'm getting turtles. No, ma.
Turtles today.
So she looking at me, looking at my sister.
Oh, this him right here. Hey, Dre. Look, we on air, right? I don't know if they think I'm lying. Tell them about, remember when we went to get my Easter stuff and my mother smacked the shit out me? Remember that? Yo. He was there. Okay, look. Yo, we talk about, disciplining children and stuff. Tell them how my mother smacked the shit out me.
We'll be right back.
Smack the shit out.
How long we on
He was in the back seat.
How long we on for the night?
It scared him, bro.
That nigga straight up, I ain't gonna say shit to my mom.
Yo, I told him, I say, look, we laughed about that for like the next 10, 15 years. Yes, indeed. All the shit out. Smack the house. Yeah, one of them. I was embarrassed. Hey, we was tripping. Yeah, look. Yeah, all the shit.
No, you go put him on if you can real quick.
I don't want to get slapped.
Yo, let me hit you back. We about to end it. Let me hit you a little bit. All right. Yeah, man. Shout out to my brother, man.
Hey.
Yeah, we had to go. We gotta go to a break. Matter of fact, no, it's the end of the show. Time flies so fast. Yeah. We thank y'all for tuning in. Dave gotta get his permission slip signed. Thank you, Mr. Klass.
Yes.
I called that, didn't I? Yes, I did. See y'all next week. Tell them about the play one more time.
Oh,
man.
yeah, definitely make sure if y'all in the Atlanta area, if you're not, just make sure you follow me on Instagram. That's Men with Klass. That's MENWITHKLASS. We will be in the Atlanta area. Same script, different cast. That's 3D Productions hosted by Darrell Dixon. If you don't know him, get familiar. Make sure you log on, subscribe, and make sure y'all definitely like this video, share this video, subscribe to this channel. Yes. Make sure y'all know it is what it is.
Yes.
Radio, baby, because we in here.
Yeah, and we'll see you next week. Like I say, Dave didn't sign his permission slip. He can get his permission slip signed.
Yeah.
So he's probably in home detention. He's on his way to home detention. Thank y'all for tuning in. Mr. Klass, make sure you go do your thing next week in Atlanta.
Yes.
Thank you for coming. You already know anytime you in the area.
Yeah.
Come through.
Appreciate you.
We out.
We out.
It is what it is radio. Y'all be safe out there.
And we're back with more Cheryl Underwood Radio.